Are you losing words in the middle of a sentence, walking into rooms and forgetting while you're there, feeling like a fog rolled in the day perimenopause showed up? As a nurse with autoimmune disease who's lived this fog myself, I'm going to show you why estrogen loss actually inflames your brain, the one thing most women blame instead, and the first non toxic step to start clearing it. Because this is exactly where women get told it's just aging. If you're a woman over 50 and your once sharp brain suddenly feels slow, this video is for you. And by the end, you're going to understand something almost no one explains. The fog isn't only about a hormone dropping, there's a fire behind it. And I'll show you exactly where this is coming from. Here's the mismatch so many women live inside. You go to the doctor, you say your memory's slipping, you can't hold a thought, you feel like a stranger in your own head, and you get told it's stress or it's your age, or here's an antidepressant. Let's see if this helps. You get told that everything looks fine, and yet your body does not feel fine. It's real and it has a mechanism. So let me reframe the whole thing for you. When you hit perimenopause and menopause, your estrogen does a lot more than run your periods and hot flashes. It's one of your brain's protectors. It helps your brain cells talk to each other and use fuel for energy. And it keeps the brain's own immune cells calm and quiet. When estrogen drops, those calm immune cells wake up. And in a lot of women, they start to inflame the very brain they're supposed to protect. That's the fog, not a broken brain, just a burden inflamed one. I want you to think in patterns here because the women who get their clarity back aren't the ones chasing a single fix. They're the ones who cool the fire from a few directions at once. Let me walk you through them. The first one is the one nobody warns you about, and it starts with your blood sugar. Your brain runs on sugar, and estrogen was quietly helping your brain pull that sugar in and burn it for fuel. When estrogen falls, your brain gets a little insulin resistant right up there in the tissue itself. So now your blood sugar swings up fast and down hard. And every one of those swings pours gasoline on those brain immune cells I told you about. You feel it as that 3 p.m. wall that you hit, that I can't think heaviness after a carb heavy lunch. This is something I learned the hard way in my own health journey. For years, I couldn't figure out why my own energy and my thinking would just fall off a cliff in the afternoon. I'm an athlete by nature. I grew up moving, and suddenly my own body felt like a car running out of gas at every red light. Nobody connected it to my hormones or my blood sugar. They just told me to rest more. The non toxic fix is gentle and it's free. Stop feeding your brain naked carbs. That means don't eat the toast, the cereal, the fruit, the pasta all by itself. Anchor every meal with protein and fat and fiber first, and then carbs. Protein at breakfast, especially within an hour of waking, when you flatten those swings, you take away the fuel that fire's been feeding on, and your afternoon comes back. Now, here's the part most women miss completely, and it's happening below your ribs, not above your neck. Your gut is helping decide how much estrogen you even get to keep. There's a whole community of bacteria in your gut, and one of their jobs is managing your estrogen, recycling it, and sending it back into circulation. When your gut is inflamed or out of balance, and for those of us with autoimmune issues, it very often is, that system breaks down. You lose even more of the estrogen you're desperately trying to hold on to. And an inflamed, leaky gut sends inflammatory signals straight up to the brain through the gut brain highway. So, a gut problem becomes a brain problem. A belly issue becomes a brain fog issue. I've been on both sides of this exam room as the patient and the nurse, and I can tell you this connection was never once mentioned to me, not in 25 years of symptoms. My gut was a mess. My hormones were a mess. My head was a mess. And every specialist looked at their one organ and just shrugged. So, what do? You feed the good bacteria and calm the gut. More plants and fiber, and a lot more color on the plate. Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, plain yogurt, if you can tolerate it, and if you can tolerate dairy, a little at a time. Polyphenols, which is a fancy word for deep colors, like in berries, olive oil, green tea, herbs. And that does more than help the digestion. It protects your estrogen and cools the signals reaching your brain. And if you want help putting this into a simple daily plan without overthinking it, this is exactly why I built my free autoimmune relief and energy workbook. It walks you through the gut, blood sugar, and nervous system steps in a way you can actually follow on a tired day. It's free, and the link is in the description below. And it pairs perfectly with what we're covering right now, because the next piece is the one I truly wish someone had explained to me so many years ago. Your brain has a nightly cleaning crew, and menopause is firing it. While you sleep, in your deepest stages of sleep, your brain runs through a kind of power wash. It opens up channels and flushes out the inflammatory waste that build up during the day. It's your brain taking out its own trash. But estrogen and progesterone help you get into that deep sleep. And as they fall, your deep sleep gets shredded. You wake up at 3 a.m. wired but tired. You sleep, but you don't go deep sleep. So the trash doesn't get hauled out. And when you wake up, you're already feeling foggy before the day has even started. This isn't you failing at rest. This is a plumbing problem, and it's fixable. I want you to protect that deep sleep like it's medicine, because it is. A cool, dark room, no eating for 2 to 3 hours before bed, so your body can clean it instead of digest. Magnesium in the evening for a lot of women helps the nervous system to downshift and get your nervous system out of fight or flight before you lie down, because a body still bracing for danger won't get into deep sleep. I lean on my own nervous system tools for this every single day and night. I've worn a nervous system regulation device for over 2 years. I use a far infrared sauna, and none of it is a magic fix. It's ongoing support for a body that spent decades stuck in overdrive. The point isn't the gadgets. The point is that calming your nervous system at night is how you unlock the brain's cleanup crew. Now, even if you cool the blood sugar, heal the gut, and protect your sleep, there's one more thing your inflamed brain is quietly begging you for, and most women aren't giving that to it. Your body is supposed to do more than fight inflammation. It's supposed to actively switch it off. Your body makes little stop signals that tell the fire to stand down, but it builds those stop signals out of omega-3 fats, the kind that are in fatty fish. If you're low on them, and most women are, your brain can't start the inflammation, but it can finish putting it out. The fire just smolders. For those of us with autoimmune disease, whose immune systems are already leaning forward looking for a fight, this matters even more. We can't only avoid triggers. We have to actively help our body resolve what's already lit. So feed it the raw materials. Fatty fish like wild salmon and sardines a few times every week, or a quality omega-3 if you don't eat fish. And this is something to talk through with your own provider, especially if you're on blood thinners or managing other conditions. and move your body in a way that lowers inflammation instead of raising it. For women over 40, that usually means strength training over pounding cardio. Lifting something heavy a couple times a week calms inflammatory signals and it helps your brain to use fuel again. Long punishing cardio can actually backfire when your system is already burdened. There's a mistake I see women make, and I made it too. They hear menopause and they put all their hope on one hormone, or they hear about one supplement online and they think that's the answer. And when it doesn't fix the brain fog, they decide they're just getting old and they give up. But estrogen loss is the match. The inflammation is the fire. Replacing a little estrogen without ever cooling the fire is like turning off one burner on the stove while the stove is still lit. You have to think in patterns. So when you put it together, you can see how it all connects. Estrogen falls, and that's the trigger. But what keeps the brain fog going is the inflammation underneath it, the blood sugar swings, the struggling gut, the sleep that never goes into deep sleep, the fire your body cannot quite put out. Cool it from those sides at the same time and the brain starts to clear. Not overnight, but it does start to clear. Get curious about which of these is loudest in your life. One important thing, because I'm a nurse first, brain fog from hormones and inflammation comes on gradually and it comes and it goes. If your memory changes suddenly, or if you're truly confused, if you have weakness on one side of your body, trouble speaking, or a headache that feels like the worst of your life, that is not brain fog. And you really need to be evaluated right away. And nothing here is a reason to stop a medication or skip working with your own doctor. This is about giving your brain what the prescription pad usually leaves out. Before you go, please tell me in the comments which one hit home most for you: the blood sugar, the gut, the sleep, or the missing omega 3s, or several of them. I read every comment, and your answer helps me know what video to make next. If this helped even one piece click into place, give it a like so more women who've been told it's just aging can find it. And please share it with a friend who's been quietly grieving her sharp brain. Hit subscribe and stick around because we untangle this stuff together here. Remember, your body isn't broken, it's burdened. And when you understand those burdens, you can finally begin supporting your body in a way it's needed all along. Please take care of yourself because you deserve to feel better. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll see you in the next one.